Today we will proceed further with our discussion of the research methods in social science and agricultural extension. And today we are going to discuss about a very important topic in the specially which is important from the social scientific point of view, that is measurement. So, before we go to the actual definition of the measurement, okay. So, for layman's understanding, measurement is nothing but it is the use of the mathematics or description of your findings in terms of numbers. So, measurement means it is the use of mathematics to describe your facts or use of number to describe your facts. Now, you may ask one question or one question may come into your mind that mathematics itself, it is not a science, it is not even an empirical discipline. So, why mathematics, why numbers? So, mathematics is nothing but it is an universal language, but one peculiar characteristics of the mathematics make it inseparable part of the scientific research. What is characteristics? So, there may be numerous number or numerous symbols if you take a language, numerous language code or you can is possible, numerous syntax is possible, means how you combine those codes, but it has the highest degree of the accuracy along with universality, means the language of the mathematics is such that it is first it is have the highest degree of accuracy, second it has the universal acceptance. Okay. So, that is why okay. So, mathematics become so important that progress and maturity of any field of the science is generally judged by the extent to which it can successfully using mathematics to describe its findings. So, again, so measurement from the layman's point of view, it is the use of the numbers for described data, and it is quite particularly true in case of the quantitative research. Even the qualitative type of research also is not devoid of the use of the mathematics or numbers. Now, coming back to the measurement. Okay. So, measurement has two important aspects in the context of the science. First, it adds to the objectivity. So, objectivity not always means objectivity in case of the scientific research means that it is the agreement, it is the unbiased findings or unbiased view. Okay. So, agreement between the people. Okay. So, that is again the one aspect of the objectivity. Secondly, the science is a social institution, means the finding of it is ultimately because of for the use of the general population. Okay. And also for those people who are involved in the scientific process. So, this mathematics basically or this measurement in particularly, okay. So, it basically aid in that process. Okay. So, it make the communication between the expert on terms of the findings make much more easier. So, that is the importance of the measurement in case of the science or social science. Now, the measurement by its definition, if you go through its definition, measurement is nothing but the assignment of numbers or numerals to the object, event or to any particular observation, okay, but according to some rules. So, now this precision of the measurement is totally dependent on that how these rules are set up. That means, okay, if you want to measure something, so you have to set up the rules as much rational or empirical basis as possible. Okay. So, the good measurement is always depend on the good rules. Okay. So, from the I think you people also have idea about the set and relation. Okay. So, measurement can be conceived as measurement can be thought as it is a relation or function of ordered pairs. Ordered pair means here I put one picture. So, as I told, okay, that the measurement is a relation or it is a set of ordered pairs, means there are two set of the object. Okay. One is the x is generally called the object and y generally called the numbers, means what you do in case of the measurement, you generally assign numbers to the different object. Okay. The first set, that is the A set, it contains a number of maybe individual. Okay. There are A1, A2, A3, A4, we just assume that individual. Okay. Now, what you are measuring? Maybe you are measuring their gender. So, you use the term 0 for indicating maybe male gender, or you use the term 1 maybe indicating the female gender, or maybe you are measuring their education. So, you use the term 0 for those people who are not literate and 1 those people who are literate. Okay. So, now these two set or this particular the members of the A set are projected to the or assigned with this number, which of this particular quality they possess. If they are male, then they are assigned 0, or if they are female, they are assigned 1. And at the similar time, they cannot be assigned with the two numbers. Okay. It is possible only assigned with one number. Okay. So, in that way, so measurement is a process through which the numbers or numerals are mapped onto the or assigned to the individual. Now, as up to this, okay, we talked that measurement means it is the description of data in terms of the numbers. Okay. So, and what is the purpose? So, measurement basically permits accurate, objective and communicable description that can be readily manipulated the thinking or readily communicated. Okay. Now, measurement or this game of the number or the mathematics is dependent on two particular aspect, okay, which is known as postulate and theorem. Okay. So, here it is very important to differentiate between them, what is postulate and what is theorem. Okay. We will come to this applicability of this postulate or theorem also. Okay. Postulate is it is a statement, okay, which there is a no proof for to prove that it is a true or false. Okay. It is taken or assumed as to be true, okay, like or sun rises at the east. Okay. It can be taken as an postulate. Okay. And when you deduce something based on the statement of the relation stated in the postulate, okay, it becomes the theorem. Okay. So, you may deduce a number of facts based on the true logical relation which is expressed by the postulate. Okay. So, postulate and theorem, they are related in that way, means the truth of the theorem basically depend on how much it is the postulate or how much they are accurate they are. Okay. So, now before we coming to the level of measurement, okay, so we should know about the three important properties of number. So, it is very important. So, because to understand the four level of measurement. So, the number has three important quality, okay, which is known as identity, order and additivity. Identity means, if you notice, all the numbers are their look is different from each other, their symbol is different from each other. Okay. So, this is the means each and every number are different, okay, by their look. Okay. So, it is called the identity. Second, okay, they can be ordered, like these symbols are set in such a way, okay, you can tell that this one is greater than this one is lesser than this. Okay. So, these numerals can be ordered in certain way, and last one is the additivity. Now, all these symbols which are used as a number, they can be added. So, all of you know that there are four basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction is there, division is there, multiplication is there. Okay. So, why I only term the additivity? So, additivity basically all three other mathematical operations, those are the special case of the addition. Like subtraction means addition with the numbers having two different sign. Okay. So, multiplication means repeated addition of numbers. Okay. So, if you think that way, that you will understand that the basic operation is the additivity. Okay. So, number has these three property. Okay. Now, if any particular property is satisfied, okay, then it can satisfy at least part of the quality of the number. Okay. Then if you equate with that this use of the number, that is the basic aspect of the measurement. So, when you are confirming the one aspect of the number, then that means you are trying to measure those things. Okay. though you are in many cases you are not using the all the aspect or all the characteristics of the number, but satisfying the single aspect or single characteristics of the numbers is basically the starting point of your measurement. So, we are talking about the postulate, okay. And I told that these three basic characteristic of the number is there, that is identity, order, that is additivity. Now, these postulates are basically designed, okay, or these postulates basically confirm these particular characteristics. Okay. Now, if you look into the first three postulate, okay. So, these postulates are known as the postulate of identity. What the first postulate is talking about? Okay. Either A equal to B or A not equal to B, but not both are possible. Okay. So, this is basically about the different identity of the each of the numbers. Okay. So, each numbers are different from each other. Secondly, if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A. Okay. So, this postulate is about the relation of equality. So, the relation between the numbers, okay, those are symmetrical. Okay. So, if you equal relation between the numbers are symmetrical. If you change the direction also, okay, reverse the direction also, this equality principle will hold. Okay. And the third one is that if A equal to B and B equal to C, then it is A equal to C. Okay. It is based on the popular saying, thing equal to something are equal to one another. Okay. So, these three postulate, okay, these are essential to confirm the identity characteristics of number. Okay. Now, if you come to the next two postulate, okay, what they are? Like if A greater than B, then it is not possible B will be greater than A, it is not possible. Okay. So, that means this greater than, equal to, these relation are basically asymmetrical in nature. Okay. It cannot be reversed like the equality relation we are talking about. Okay. And second one is that if A greater than B and B greater than C, then A greater than C. Okay. So, this is known as the transitive principle. So, now these two principles, these are these two postulates, okay, these basically guaranteed the order characteristics of the numbers we are talking about. And there are four other postulates left. Okay. These four postulates, okay, these confirm the additive characteristics of the number. Okay. What are these postulates are telling? Like if A is equal to B and B is greater than 0, then A plus B will be greater than P. Okay. So, it is talking about the possibility of the summation, and also it is talking about the quality of the 0. Okay. So, addition of the zeros, this leaves the number, okay, addition of the 0 basically leave the number unaltered. Okay. Next is talking about A plus B is equal to B plus A, means it is talking about the order of the summation. Okay. So, whichever order if you reverse the order of the summation also, it has no effect on the final result. Okay. Third postulate in this particular additivity characteristics, okay, it is talking about if A is equal to P and B is equal to Q, then A plus P is equal to A plus B is equal to P plus Q. This particular postulate is all about the substitution of by the identical object. If you substitute the one particular object with the identical object, okay, so it generally does not affect the additivity principle. And last one is the A plus B plus C, okay, plus it will be equal to A plus within bracket, okay, B plus C. Again it is the similar to the order of the combination. Okay. So, order of the combination is nothing have nothing to do about your final result. Okay. So, these four postulate, okay, that basically confirm the additive property of the number. Okay. So, if you use the addition characteristics of the number, these four postulate must be satisfied. Okay. So, these are the 9 postulate, okay, which guaranteed the operation which is possible in with the numbers. Okay. This postulate was popularized by Campbell. Okay. Now, coming to okay. Now, before we proceed further to the actual what are the level of the measurement. Okay. So, now by now you understand that measurement is nothing but the assignment of numbers, okay, to describe a particular phenomena, okay, to find out the trend. Okay. So, now level of measurement basically tells you that what you can do with the numbers, how you can use the number to describe a particular fact. Okay. So, now we are talking about the postulates. Now, this postulate have certain exception in case of the social science. Like if you come back to the postulate number 5, okay, that talk about if A greater than B and B greater than C, okay, then A greater than C. Now, you take the example of a 3 team playing with each other, team A, team B, team C. So, now it is not always required that if team A defeat team B and team B defeat team C, then also A also will defeat team C. It may not be there. Okay. It is not also true in case of the social relation. Like if a particular situation or in a particular family, it is possible that the son may dominate mother. Okay. On the other hand, okay, the mother may dominate the father. So, now it is not always true that in this case also the son will dominate the father. It may be opposite also. So, this A greater than B and B greater than C and then it will be A greater than C. Okay, this does not hold true in case of the many social relation. Okay. So, you have to keep into the mind. Now, coming back to the level of the measurement, to what particular operation you can carry out with the numbers, okay, or what are the relation between the numbers, okay, based on these particular 3 property we are talking about, that is identity or the number assigned to a object, it satisfy which particular quality, whether it is only for the satisfy the identity characteristics, or it can conform the order characteristics also, or it may conform the 3 of them. Okay. So, that basically decided by the measurement level. There are different social scientists, they proposes the different level of measurement, but one of the such level of measurement which was proposed by the Stanley Smith Stevens, one of the professor in the Harvard, okay, with the measurement of the psychological facts or social facts. Okay. So, on his famous paper like on the theory of the scale of measurement, so which was published in 1946. Okay. So, he proposed the 4 level of measurement and it becomes so popular that all the statistical software nowadays, they basically follow this particular 4 level of measurement, okay, to describe or to actually indicate the analysis plan or to help in the analysis of the data or interpret the result. But before we go to the actual interpretable part of the level of measurement, the one thing you must know that level of measurement are based on because whenever we think about the level of measurement, it gives us a ready made guide that if the data qualify this particular characteristics, okay, so these the statistical operation or mathematical operation we can carry out. Okay. So, it is the derivation from the actual theory of the Stevens. Okay. So, Stevens proposal was of the classification of the measurement level that was based on the invariance, okay, invariance of their meaning under different class of the transformation. Okay. So, like I think all of you use this log and all these function. Okay. So, these are the different type of transformation, okay, of the data. Okay. So, in his thinking or in his theory, okay, so measurement scale that preserve the meaning under the wide variety of the transformation, okay, so that is generally convey less information, means if the all the transformation can be carried out with a particular scale value, then it generally give you limited information. Okay. So, if the restricted transformation can be carried out, it give you the more wider information. So, the popular 4 level of the measurement that was popularized by this Stevens theory, okay, he classified the data or classified the values which is used in the measurement scale or the. Okay. So, many times we are talking about the scale, okay, when we are talking about measurement. Scale mean nothing but it is an collection of the question. So, on which the respondent generally respond. Okay. Now, this response point we assigned number to record that particular response pattern. Okay. So, for now the scale means it is collection of the question which we pose to the respondent or which is the respondent which respondent is supposed to answer. So, now if the scale, okay, so I told that he popularly classify the measurement values you get or derive from the scale as a nominal variable, ordinal variable, interval level and ratio level. Okay. So, if you go by the characteristics of the number, okay, So, you can use this, you can put together this interval and ratio level, and most of the statistical software also used to do it. Okay. They generally for the both the interval and ratio level, they use the term scale level. Now, if the data is in ordinal level, okay, it is the second level in the 4 level of measurement. Okay. So, that means it should be such that whatever we are talking about the transformation. Okay. So, transformation should be such that it preserve the value. So, ordinal level means you can order. Okay. So, it is the second in the quality of the number. Okay. You can order the data like A is greater than B. So, whatever transformation you use, if it can preserve the number, okay, so that transformation, that level, okay, that particular transformation is permissible in this particular level. Okay. So, like the monotonous transformation, like use of the logic, use of the log. Okay. So, that is basically permittable in the ordinal scale level. Okay. Or we can, if you take the square root, okay, that is also permittable on the ordinal scale level. Okay. So, if you move further like interval level, okay, so only the linear transformation are possible. Okay. Means we can add a constant to each value or multiply a particular value with a constant, that is the permissible statistical operation or mathematical operation. Okay. Ratio level, which is the highest level of the measurement, okay, it whatever transformation you use, that must maintain the preserve the relative ratio. Okay. That is why it is permissible to multiply ratio scale data by constant, but maybe if you want to use take log or add a constant, okay, that may not be permissible. And nominal scale, those are at the lowest end of the hierarchy. Okay. So, they do not even require any assignment of numerical value, okay, only unique identifier are used, okay, like numerals, like the gender we are talking about, male or female. I just assign 0 for the male or for the female and opposite 1 for the male or female. Okay. So, either 0 for male, 1 for female, or 0 for female or 1 for male, or color. Okay. Just I assign, if 2 color is there, yellow and red, I assign 1 or 2 number according to my convenience. Okay. And as I told, these are invariant under the any transformation, and that means it only generate limited meaning of the data. Okay. So, that was the actual theory of the Stevens to classify the level or to classify the scale values on the 4 level of the measurement. But now, what we can derive from it? Okay. What is the most usable form of it? Okay. So, the first level we talk about, that is the nominal level, that is the lowest level of the measurement. So, what nominal data is? Okay. First we will take the example. Nominal level means like we are measuring gender or we are trying to identifying gender. It only the identity, it only satisfies the identity quality of the number. Okay. Like gender may be classified as male or female, eye color may be classified based on their blue, green, brown, blood type are classified by the different alphabet. Okay. So, these are the nominal level. So, what are the what are the characteristics of the nominal level of measurement? If your variable are being measured at the nominal level, that means there is no natural order, it is based on the purely based on convenience. Categories are mutually exclusive. Okay. So, that is also requirement for the measurement at any level. Okay. The only number or only statistic or mathematical operation we can use, that is the count. Okay. And measure of the central tendency, okay, we can best measure of the central tendency we can use with this level, that is the mode. So, now I told in the beginning that the next level of the measurement is the ordinal level. So, what are the first we take the example, one of the best or most commonly used example is the socioeconomic status. I think all of you, if you are a social science background or if you are not also, you can understand the socioeconomic status. Like we generally classify the people with low socioeconomic status, middle socioeconomic status, and the middle class, lower class, and the high earning class, okay, or high net worth individual. So, that is the socioeconomic status of the person. Okay. So, that is an example of the ordinal scale. So, apart from the characteristics of the nominal level, okay, what it have apart from the identity characteristics means you can actually add on order or you can actually put this particular level in order, like lower income people, okay, they may be given the number 1, higher middle income 2 and number 3. Okay. When it is ordinal level, it has meaning, number has this order meaning. Okay. But now this difference between the number you cannot calculate. One of the popular example we used, like in the class, I think all of you, okay, maybe there is class topper, there may be second topper, there is third topper. Now you take that if he is a 1000 marks evaluation of all the subjects, maybe topper can secure 900, second topper may secure the 800, a third topper he secured the 788 or 790. So now the difference between the three are not same. That means you cannot tell the difference in number between 1 and 2, first topper and the second topper is equal to the, okay, number of the second topper and third topper, as they are assigned 1, 2 or 3. Okay. So that thing you have to keep into the mind. Okay. And send for the, okay, so in the purpose of the research, or one of the most useful way to which we used in the research, we generally try to find the trend in the data. So we use the different measure of the central tendency, we use to find out how much our findings are different from the average population characteristics. Okay, like we use to find the dispersion of the data, we use to find the association between the variable. Okay, so different statistical measure we use. Okay, so this mode and median is generally used as a measure of the central tendency. Okay, we will come to the other statistical test also, which can be used in the subsequent slide. Next level of the measurement is interval level. Okay, so in interval level, apart from the characteristics of this particular two level, it also start to satisfy the addition level somehow, means not all the characteristics. Okay, the first characteristic is that this variable has a natural order. Okay, second, you can measure the mean, median, mode, standard deviation of this variable. How? Okay, because the number what you assigned here, they have the equal distance between each other. Like in the previous one, I was talking about that you don't know the difference between the first topper and second topper are equal to the second topper or third topper or not. But if it is an interval level, then you can tell that these differences are equal, or you can actually find out the differences. But what you cannot do is that, like you take the example of the test, knowledge test. Many times you face the examination. Okay, like maybe in the mathematics examination, you get the number 0. So does it mean that you don't have any knowledge of the mathematics? Okay, no. So in case of interval scale, there is no absolute 0, means that 0 does not have the true meaning. It is only for the level playing. Okay, like example, it will be much more clear with the example. Like we used to measure temperature, or we used to measure the height, okay, of different mountain, like Everest height is 8,850 meter or 48 meters. Okay. Now from where this height is measured? It is from the mean sea level. Now if you look in the lowest point of the known world, that is the Mariana Canyon, it is around 11,000 meter below the surface level. Okay. So now if you start measure from that particular point, so it will add up 11,000 plus 8,000 meter. So that must be the height of the Everest. Okay, that means we set the 0 level according to your convenience. Same is the example of the temperature. 0 temperature does not mean the absence of the any temperature or heat. Okay, so it is the minus 273 degree actually, which is the absolute 0. So that means interval level measurement. Okay, we add a 0 which don't have a true meaning. Next is which is the highest level of measurement, that is the ratio level. So example is our height, weight, length, etc. So what are the property apart from the properties of the previous level? Okay, that these variable, when we measure a variable in the ratio level, that means we are talking about its true property. Okay, this true property means it have a true 0. If it is 0, that means there is no existence of this particular property. So now most of the variable we use in the social science, they either fall under ordinal level or maximum they go up to the interval level. You will find very limited number of variable which can be measured up to this ratio level. But as 0 is present there, most of the mathematical or statistical operation you can carry out with your variable in the interval level. Okay, except that of division or multiplication. That is only possible in case of when you measure your variable in the ratio level also only. Okay. Now as I was talking about, okay, so this along with the difference in this particular property of the number, this Stevens level of measurement, it comes with a number of permissible statistical mathematical operation you can carry out in this particular level. Okay. Like nominal level, which basically is known as the classificatory level. Okay. So you can actually as a measure of the central tendency, you can carry out mode. There is no method to find out the variability, as these are the mere identifier. Like ordinal level, you can use median. Okay, you can use range, interquartile range for the measure of the variability. Interval level, you can use arithmetic mean, you can use standard deviation for find out the variability. Okay. In the ratio level, you can use anything, okay, including the geometric mean, harmonic mean, that cannot be used in the your interval level. Okay. And for a measure of the association, you can use the contingency correlation or chi-square test as a nominal level. Okay. Ordinal level, you can use the rank order correlation, because one of our purpose is to find out relation between the variable. In interval level, you can use the Pearson product moment correlation coefficient, and ratio level you can use both. Okay. So, now all this level of data, okay, in the social scientific analysis, okay, the higher level of data generally converted back to the lower level, it is possible. Okay. Like based on the ratio level, like income, that can be measured up to the ratio level. Now, you can classify or you can bring down the data to the ordinal level also, like based on the income you classify them into low income, middle income and higher income, but the opposite or reversible is not possible. This is the in summary the different level of the measurement. Okay. So, and what are with their properties, we already discussed about it, but it is for the your again easy understanding, make a mental map. Okay. So, but as I told, the Stevens classification, okay, though it become popular for its prescription of the statistical analysis or mathematical operation you can use, but this classification is not without criticism. Okay. So, most of the criticism revolve around this prescription of the statistical analysis. Okay. Like if you mostly as a student of the social science you failed, okay. So, whenever you approach a statistician, they have more understanding of the other biological sciences data, they do not understand this particular level, like a jersey number, okay, or a number of the shop, okay, the number assigned to the different shop in the, so he may take it like it is put in the order like this particular player, like if your jersey number is 7, that it is you are better than that one. Okay. So, their simple argument is that this number does not come does not know that from where they come from. Okay. So, that means, so this number or this imposition of the label, okay, that generally basically restrict the statistical analysis. Okay. So, that is the main point of the criticism. Another point of the criticism is that, okay, so this Stevens 4 model is not enough, okay, to cover all type of data or all type of number which can be resulted from the any particular research. Okay. Like if you take the example of the counted fraction like percentage. Okay. So, in which category of this particular level of measurement, okay, you can put it. Okay. So, because of that, though there are the number of criticism of the this Stevens theory is there, and you must know it, because as it is the mostly used method for the statistical data analysis. Based on this particular classification, all the statistical analysis method are generally prescribed. Okay. So, you must know the limitation of the data, this particular level of measurement or values under this particular level of measurement also. But there are other level of or other proposed level of measurement by the different other social or statistician is there, but they did not get that much popularity like of Stevens, because Stevens, the popularity behind the Stevens model, it was the usability of this particular model, again the prescription of the statistical analysis that this model generally the Stevens model Stevens proposed. Okay. So, those things basically add on this the popularity of the or the dominance of this model in the social science measurement or data analysis field. Okay. Like Mosler and Tukey in 1977, they proposed the 7 stage or the 7 level of the measurement. Okay. It is self evident from there, okay, like names, grades, ranks, okay, counted fraction which include the percentage and all this data, count means which include the non-negative integer, amount, okay, non-negative real numbers, okay, balances, unbound positive negative value. Okay. So, these are the categories, but somehow, okay, so these all these particular labels, okay, basically get vanished in the process of the evolution of the social science research, and because of the dominance by the Stevens research. So, I think by now you get good understanding about what measurement is, because till now we are talking about the mostly the designing the research, okay, how to plan for sampling. Okay. So, now in this level, okay, you have to deal with the collected data, okay, you have to find out certain interpretation. So, in that the measurement or understanding of the measurement is the first part, even it is required for the collection of the data also. Okay. And we are talking about the criticism of the Stevens research. Okay. So, you can go through the interesting article, the link of which I or the reference of which I already put here, okay, and you can follow this reading book, okay, to strengthen your knowledge about the measurement of or the levels of measurement used in the social science research. Thank you.